I'm Todd Langwell, the Flying Furniture Guy. Today I'm going to show you how to repair furniture with epoxy. Now, this is a cubby hole for a roll-top desk, and you can see here that there was an old stress fracture, and it just popped off during the stripping application. When you go to try to put this back together, don't keep fitting it in and fitting it out. You want to try to fit it in once and one time only. Because what happens is that during each test fit, you're realigning the wood fibers. So what I like to do when I have a break like this, I like to take a wire brush it in the direction of the break away from the grain. So I know that I'm pulling all of the fibers straight. If you happen to have a real loose piece of fiber, just go ahead and take it off. It'll be okay. What you're trying to do is get a good solid surface for this to glue back together with. So once I scrape it in the direction, I scrape this in the other direction, give it one last test fit, and you're going to see that you'll be able to set that right in there, right where it's supposed to be after you use the wire brush. Loctite makes a great epoxy. It's a two-part epoxy. You just cut the tips off. And you can even use the back of the box. You need to stir this epoxy. You put both parts together at the same time. You only need to use as much as you need at that particular moment. So stop it, pull it backwards a little bit, whoop, and then just go ahead and plug it right away. There, just that easy. Now you got two different colors. You can almost see it here. Just go ahead and blend them together. Now I have the extended time epoxy. They have quick set epoxy, overnight, but a little bit of an extended time means that you're not in such a hurry, but you still need to move along kind of quick. So once you got it all stirred up, you apply it as you would a normal glue. Try to go in the direction so it's not pulling the grain outward. You want to go in the direction that you use the brush on. So you apply it, definitely getting the ends all the way down to the front and the bottom there. Now I do like to put a little bit on the other crack as well. You don't necessarily have to, but I want to make sure that if there's other areas that are not covered, you can get them with the second part here. So I like to put a little bit on here. You can use a brush, but we're not going so much as to where I thought we would need a brush today. Once you get it all to that point right there, you're going to set it in. What I like to do is I don't know if you can see this, but there's a slight raised edge right there. And that's because the wood fibers are not aligning properly. So we're going to force it to align properly. If you rub your finger over the top, you can feel a nice smooth edge. That's a real key point right there. The glue is going to be coming out of the sides. What I like to do is, before I start to clamp, I just simply scrape that off a little bit. At this point, I like to put tape on it, because that tape will give it a little bit of structural integrity at this moment. You're going to tape it all the way down the side and all the way across. I like to put tape right over the crack, because what's going to happen is that your clamps are not going to stick to it, and your glue blocks are not going to stick to it as well. Once you get all of those taped on, I like to put glue blocks right up to the edge, to there. You want it flush because what you're going to do is you're going to pull it from the end as well. So I get a nice glue bite on there. A nice bite right there. And now we know that that piece is not going to waver right to the very end with a block of wood. And what's that doing is that's pushing it this way. You can feel that it didn't raise up, so you got a good clamp with the sides, and everything's pretty much good to go. I'm Todd Langwell, the Flying Furniture Guy from R&D Woodshop. This was How Do I Repair Furniture with Epoxy.